day. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is Madden NFL 21. And the Minnesota Vikings taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Recovered by the Vikings.
Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down, Packers.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second and 8 coming up. Now Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
To Aaron Jones.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll try again with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half. And our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game.
Makes the score Packers 3, Vikings 0.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he's just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
First down, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now a first-time Pro Bowler from a season ago. It's Dalvin Cook. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Tyler Ervin back deep. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down at 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's caught here by Adams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense, just a lone field goal in that first half, and as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
30. And a Packer 1st down.
The NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Second and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Vikings, nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. That'll be taken about a yard deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own.
So Cousins and the Vikings down 6-0. Just over a minute 40 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on first and 10. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through
felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. It's caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Cousins now from the 50. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.